Alright, so I'm going to do a quick duel review. I usually try to watch my games after I play them and go over it, so let's get into it. This is me versus Krebs, losers bracket in the Collectors Rota tournament. So here I was like setting Cyberjar. I never like setting to a heavy. It just feels like, why am I scooping to a heavy? It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! 101. Jar, it's fine if it goes off. If it doesn't, it's also fine, you know? So 5 more cards are usually pretty helpful. So I get it off. Bring the Blade Knight. It sets 4 to play around a duo, I guess, yeah. One being Dust Shoot. I draw. Get shooted, right? Yeah. So it was my hand, it was my faith. Here it's not great. Upstart, draw the faith again. I did shuffle. Might as well put 5 more cards in the game. Okay. The jar is really awkward here, but I guess I kind of want it to resolve because my hand's kind of shitty. And I'm a firm believer if I draw, if the game goes long, if I see more cards, I'm gonna win because my cards are just better. Like, you know. Set. I'm like, well, I guess I'm setting the faith. I know he has knock and dust, so there's like a 33% chance he's gonna knock and hit the jar. Ideally, I just don't want him to knock the Sangan because then like a Rota or a level 2 could potentially hit Sangan. So there's that. And then I just set my hand. I gotta leave mind control in my hand for Wing Blast. I mean, he has Soldier, but I'll explain what happened here. So he draws for turn, draws and knocks. Hits the right one, so that's kind of unfortunate, but whatever. And this is what I'm talking about, the Rota on the now known non-Sangan. Gets the exiled and takes out the jar. So again, yeah, it's rough. If we didn't hit the jar, I think we'd be in a much better spot. Or didn't hit the Sangan, we'd be in a much, much better spot. So that was like 1 out of 3 and then a 50-50. But the 1 out of 3 meant more. Whatever. Space, I didn't want to hit a goats. It does hit goats, so that's 1 out of 25. Wait, no. Yeah, it's to everything this turn, so that's cool. Unfortunate though. And then premature brings back the exile. I'm here. I'm like, I really need to get one of these off. Does get the exile, so I'm gonna preem. Or gonna bounce it. Because I know he has it next turn, you know. Sets dust. Now here I think this could be a spell. He's gonna set dust into like I duo and he changes dust on my other face down. And sets it. What's up?
Sorry, I just woke up.
Good morning. I'm doing commentary in game. Skill dog hits this. He thinks it's supposed to be faith, but I don't know. He forgot. Like I said in the chat, for him forgetting where shit is, he really hit the Sangan knock in the space nice, but it is what it is.
Kaiku.
Yeah, I took out the Kaiku.
Yeah.
I don't want to use the book. I know he has dust. He knows I have duo. I flip jar. So I'm afraid of him of like, if I use the book, or he can chain the dust to the face down, set a card. So it's not that big a deal. There's really no good book here. So I get the faith. I'm like, I can get the goats or the upstart, but only main 1 meta. So I think just the upstart's just better.
Yeah.
Instead of hoping to pray and get lucky on that 1 meta. I just need cards. I don't have a combo with goats right now. I'm just gonna get cleared. I have nowhere to clear these, so it's over 2 turns. Passes, draw snatch, upstart the meta. That's unfortunate, but whatever.
You wouldn't have drawn it for 2 turns anyways. All your goats would have been gone by the time you drew meta.
Oh, you're right. Well,
You
I would have set goats right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. On his turn, he was swinging on them both. I would have flipped.
Yeah.
And I would have drawn goats.
And you would have drawn snatch. Because you upstarted, so you have an extra card.
Oh, you're right. We're going ahead. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, even withdrawing the meta, I think the upstart was just right.
Yeah.
So here I'm like, all right, I want to snatch, take his guy, but I have to play around the dust first. I'm like, all right, that makes sense too. That it was soldier. 'Cause I was worried about the dust here, but actually it would be kind of nice because I do snatch, so now the dust isn't live. I'm like, I could set meta. He's gonna dust it because it's the one in the new set, and then snatch possibly get out everything. I'm gonna have to book the Dawn to keep the snatch. I don't want to set both and get it dusted. We know he had Preem because we blasted it. Yeah, if you decide I want to save the Chaos out or the Snatch, obviously you save the card you have. Okay, Snatch actually beats the entire board, but that is solemn. Alright, cool, out your Suki. I can summon Suki, put that face down, and now I'm going to bait out a Mirror Force or Saku. Because I don't want to snatch this and get it, like, Saku'd.
Yeah.
So summon, take out the Kaiku, and then Snatch should be able to walk here. Because I think this would bait a book too. But, yeah, it's solemn, so pretty good. Alright. Get 2. Set Eco set Mirror. I don't like ever setting Goat like that. Like you can chain it to heavy, but like, why you just give him that heavy? He goes pot, sure. Charity. Yeah. I kind of expected it from my opponents. Mirror Force, or Heavy Storms. Like the heavy there was really bad because if someone wanted him a couple games already, I feel like. And if you're gonna heavy and summon Suzuki, I don't know what you're doing. But
he's hard committed to this.
Yeah, I guess I get you're not gonna use heavy for a bit, but like, I mean, this guy sucks.
Yeah, even setting the snatch and everything.
Doesn't play around duo. And if I heavy, you solemn, but like, why?
Yeah, you're just protecting a ring and a snatch that
you just don't set the snatch. You have to, yeah. So here, I fully expect one of these to be space because he heavied, or dusk. I know he plays dust, and he would keep dust in game 2. So I guess it kind of makes it seem like he would keep space or heavy, or space or dust already, because he dumped heavy. Because this is redundant. So I'm like, I don't want to set goats. I'll set these. I'll set Saku and Solemn, because I really don't need my goat spaced. And if he end phase spaces, I can end phase chain goat. If he doesn't, it's actually still probably fine because I have Saku Solemn. He doesn't do anything, so now I'm like, I don't know what the fuck set. All I know is there is a fucking Solemn for sure.
Yeah. And you don't set for you without a soul.
Yeah. He summons Dawn. You Saku it. And whatever, take 18. That was a good draw. So this will force something. That's like the best case scenario for this to force too. Because I didn't want it to force a Saku because Mobius is going to beat on Saku.
Yeah.
So it actually works out real well. And Ring's gone now. So now, unless he's the best ever and just saves his space, like this goat's just going to walk. It sets first. Summons Azura. I'm like, well, that kind of sucks. But whatever. It's fine. And end phase at goats. And he solemns the goat. I think I went like click or something, but we're gonna solemn the solemn. And a ring's gone now, so this is perfect.
Yeah.
And like even if he has book, we just sack it from Mobius, so we're wife lit. Meta, take it. Sack for Mobius. It's not ring. It's not torrential. It's not book. Yeah. Did he have Saku when he run? I don't think so. I think Saku was the new set. Okay. So 24. I know he has a Azure in hand. Goes Rota. Takes a goat and exiles. Okay. So now he's a Azura. So if I do summon, this was kind of hard. If I summon Sing and hit him 4,000, I do die to a Chaos. I just have Light Dark.
I think he's saying that.
No, because I don't want him to clear the goats.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I want to get in there for damage. So deal 1,000, and then just walk the game out with this.
Okay.
And I actually can't kill him, but he just gets. I was pretty favored to win that, but I would take his cards. But he can't play anything.
Yeah. It would have been just top deck who. Maybe he assumed that your set was a book or something.
Yeah.
But like,
Game 3. The old Summon Blade Knight set 4. My hand's fucking broken. I always wanted just random space first, but that just doesn't seem. It just never feels right. And maybe it is.
I think there's
We've
that one
talked
game,
about this a lot,
where
right?
like because you know if you're setting 3 or like anything above 3, one's got to be a solemn.
Yeah. 4, there's a fucking solemn, there might be 2.
Yeah, it's trying to hit the solemn for the heavy to go off, but then you are using 2. But
I mean,
in
it's
this
fine.
situation,
Yeah, I think I ended up using the space anyway. So I think I should have spaced first. I just didn't want him to chain dust shoot. It's like the down, but it's such a small downside. It just feels so weird to space and heavy, but it's probably correct. So heavy, solemn, okay, cool. And a pot, I'm like, okay, don't get solemn here. If we got solemn here, I'm actually pretty happy about it, to be honest.
yeah, no, if you solemn's there, like you're really good.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, I want to get rid of like this is no way to just set space, you know? I want to hit space with space, really.
Yeah.
So because I did this, why wouldn't I just fucking, because this could have been a fucking super blowout. We get premature. Okay. And Snatch gets spaced. I'm like, alright, it's fine. But now the space is gone, this isn't get back pot.
Yeah. Really solid position, right?
Yeah, game's over. Especially like
Heads.
this set swung, yeah. Down bad, man. And we can pretty much guarantee this is like DD Rota or Dawn.
Yeah.
Storm. This is perfect. It's like either one that flips DD Rota or Dawn, I'll take the 18. And then I'll sack you, and then Suki will clean that up. And then this game. Yeah, join the Solemn.
Yeah.
Life's good.
It's just get in there, sing in.
I'm like, I don't know if that was right, but like, why give him the 2?
Yeah,
I've been burned before, bro.
Yeah, don't even let them.
And his ring is gone.
Yeah.
Because there's no way to safely answer this next turn without super negging. I'm going to present lethal with like 2 floaters.
You're just drawing
Yeah.
way more than you can probably deal with.
I should have said Solemn, I guess, I did make his dust shoot live, but like, yeah. Yeah, definitely should. You say it shouldn't have solemned, but like, so if you let the goats go through, and then in meta, you don't have an answer for it. You'd snatch Saku, so you just solemn the meta. If you solemn the meta, you lose. Because just meta again, sack from Mobius.
Yeah.
If you don't solemn the meta and a sack from Mobius, you solemn Mobius, I just solemn the solemn. Yeah, there's no winning that.
Yeah. Also, like that, like, yeah, you could play around Dust Shoot, but it doesn't matter.
No, but you still should like.
You can't Dust Shoot back the Solemn Judgment that he's going to draw, which now it's literally one of your cards. Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you draw.
But still, I should have always still be perfect there. All right.
Fair enough.
As losers final or no? I don't know, losers bracket for the Collector's Rota.
Ooh.
I'll have a couple more for y'all when we win the tournament. See ya.